Today I'm going to be playing out the career of Odell Beckham Jr, but there's a bit of a catch to it, because after every season, he's going to be switching to a new team. So as you guys can see, to start off year number 1 of this video, obviously my boy OBJ is on the Baltimore Ravens, and you guys already know my thoughts about this team. I mean, now that Lamar has OBJ and Zay Flowers to work with, these guys are my Super Bowl favorites. So, I mean, I definitely have some high expectations for this season. I'm going to go ahead and sim to the playoffs. If we don't make it, that's an absolute crime, but honestly, I cannot see that happening. And as you can see, I mean, we had one hell of a season going 16-1 to win the division, which is also going to give us the #1 seed in the playoffs. And I mean, my boy OBJ actually went off. I mean, 740 yards for a career high 15 touchdowns. I mean, my boy actually went off. It seems like him and Lamar are one hell of a duo. It's actually going to make me sad when I have to release him after this season, but we played the Raiders in the divisional round. We should be able to have a field day with that. And as expected, we're going to sneak away with the dub. So now we play the Chiefs for a trip to the Super Bowl. This should actually be one hell of a game, man. I mean, it's not going to be easy. Nothing is easy, especially when you have to play Patrick Mahomes. We are going to get one hell of a pickup with Bateman, though. I honestly wasn't even expecting that play to work, but I'll 100% take it. I'm gonna go for OBJ now, though, and hopefully he can get open. I mean, he had 15 touchdowns in the regular season, and it looks like that's gonna be #1 in the postseason. So OBJ is gonna get a touchdown off like the 3rd play of the game. So we got the lead, but now it's time to sim. And as I said, I mean, Patrick Mahomes is not easy, so this game could go either way. But I mean, as you can see in the 4th quarter, we have a pretty nice lead going right now, and we scored again. So we're up by 10, and there's like a minute to go. So the clock's gonna run out, and we're gonna pull out. I don't know if I call this an upset because we got the #1 seed, but we're gonna take down the Chiefs. So I mean, just like that, in year #1, my boy OBJ and the Ravens are headed to the Super Bowl. I was really hoping Lamar could get MVP that season because we went 16-1, but we got robbed by Patrick Mahomes. But anyways, out of all teams, we gotta take on the Falcons in the Super Bowl. I have no idea how they made it this far, but I'm hoping we can actually get a win here. I mean, luckily for us, our defense got a pick, though, so we have some crazy field position to start this game off. I'm hoping we can score on the first drive, because we almost got sacked there. That might work out. We're not going to be able to get past the defenders, though. I mean, 11 yards to go, so this shouldn't be too difficult. As I was going to say, though, I mean, we got to make sure this drive counts, because this could be the last time OBJ makes it to the Super Bowl. I mean, obviously, he's switching teams after this, so he could just go to a bunch of garbage teams, but we're going to score with Lamar to take the lead here. But, I mean, I guess it's time for the moment of truth. We're going to sim to the end of this game, and I really hope that OBJ can get a Super Bowl in year #1. But unfortunately, as you can see, things are not looking so well in the 4th quarter. I mean, we have a minute to work with, but the clock's gonna run out. So in year #1, we're gonna lose by 3 points to the Atlanta Falcons out of all teams. I mean, roster-wise, I feel like that one should have definitely gone to the Ravens, but you guys already know Madden loves the Falcons. I mean, to be fair, we had a good run, but this is definitely not how I wanted the season to end. But as you can see, in year #1, the Atlanta Falcons are going to be the ones hoisting the Lombardi trophy. But anyways, you guys know what time it is. This is actually paining me because I really want to stay on the Ravens with Lamar, but we're going to set my boy free, and hopefully he can go to another team that's decent enough to make the playoffs. But anyways, coming into year #2, it looks like my boy OBJ got picked up by the Dallas Cowboys. And again, I mean, I think this team can definitely make a deep playoff run. I mean, the offense is clearly stacked. And I mean, they say defense wins championships, and this defense is also stacked. But we're going to go ahead and sim to the playoffs again. And just like last year, I will be very surprised if we don't make it. And as expected, the Cowboys went off this season going 15-2 to win the division. And as you can see, we're going to get the #1 seed in the playoffs. Obviously, OBJ did not do as good as last year. He was the 2nd string next to CeeDee Lamb, but he had more yardage with 952 yards, but he only had 6 touchdowns. But anyways, we got to take on the 9-8 Giants in the divisional round. I mean, Madden loves the Cowboys, so I'm hoping this can be another win. And I mean, this game wasn't even close. The Giants got steamrolled, so now we play the Lions for a trip to the Super Bowl. And the Lions scored first, so we're down 7-0. But I mean, this should actually be a pretty good game because the Lions aren't trash. trash cans anymore. If you guys seen last night in real life, the Lions ended up beating the Chiefs in the first game of the season. So this should actually be a pretty good test for us. But I mean, at the same time, if you look at our roster compared to theirs, we are 10 times more stacked. So I'm hoping that our weapons can go off today. OBJ is wide open. That's going to be a massive pickup. And we stayed up to get to the 30. But I mean, after that, I'm going to go for a shot with CD Lamb. If he's locked up though, this is another play where I can probably hit OBJ. And it's looking like that's going to be the best option for the first down. But the hurdle failed miserably. I mean, it's all good though. One more solid play and we should be in the end zone. I'm probably going to go for Warner here. Actually, I might just go on the run of Dak. It's looking like this is going to work out for me. We're going to get in the corner for a rushing touchdown with Prescott. So just like that, we're going to take the lead here. But again, now it's time to sim. And I mean, this is a big game, man. If we can win this, that is back-to-back years that our boy OBJ goes to the Super Bowl. I mean, the Lions were putting up a fight, but as you can see in the fourth quarter, we're definitely starting to pull away with this one. It seems like Goff has thrown his fair share of interceptions in this game. So we dominated again with a 40-14 win, which is going to send OBJ to the Super Bowl for the second season in a row. But again, it looks like Patrick Mahomes is going to win MVP this season. And I mean, in OBJ's first year that he's not playing for the Ravens, we're playing against the Ravens in the Super Bowl. But I'm thinking this is actually going to be a pretty good game because one, Lamar lost to the Falcons last year, as you guys seen. So the Ravens are going to be hungry for the Super Bowl. And two, as you can also obviously see, this is in Dallas. So we have home team advantage to the max here. And we just got a massive pickup to bring the ball all the way to the 12-yard line. I mean, after that, this could get busted pretty quickly, but if it works, it should be a touchdown. I'm gonna go for CD Lamb here. Actually, who is this? We're just gonna go for the tight end who's wide open for the touchdown. So Schoonmaker's gonna tie the game up, but now it's time for the moment of truth. We lost the Super Bowl to the Falcons last year. I really hope this year we can win it. As you can see, we're down by 3 in the fourth quarter, but we have the ball and we're gonna tie the game up, but it's looking like Lamar's gonna score again. We got 41 seconds. Come on, we could put together a game-winning drive here, or hopefully, okay, we'll tie it and send it to OT. This is one hell of a Super Bowl, man. We're in overtime. The Ravens are gonna score again and we're gonna tie it again. I mean, this is back and forth, but we're gonna kick a game-winning field goal to win the Super Bowl in year number 2. I mean, my boy OBJ is off to one hell of a start today. 2 years in, we've gone to the Super Bowl twice. We've won it once. I mean, as a Ravens fan, it definitely pains me to see Lamar lose back-to-back Super Bowls, but I'm definitely happy for OBJ because he's gonna get himself another ring here. So to cap off year number 2, OBJ and the Cowboys are gonna be hoisting the Lombardi trophy. But anyways, that's gonna bring us to year number 3, and as you guys can see, my boy OBJ is on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I mean, clearly this team is not anywhere near as good as the Cowboys, but they're still looking pretty solid. And this is another one of those teams with a really solid defense. So I mean, it's definitely possible that this team can bring Odell to his 3rd Super Bowl in a row, but we're gonna go ahead and sim to the playoffs again, and I guess we'll see what happens. But unfortunately, this team did not play up to expectations. We went 8-9, which doesn't put us in the playoffs. So unfortunately, I guess our boy OBJ, if you want to count real life, he's not going to be going to his 4th Super Bowl in a row. But I mean, 734 yards for only 2 interceptions. He didn't do a whole lot this season. But anyways, I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd season in a row that this has happened. But Patrick Mahomes has won another MVP. And it looks like the Chiefs are also going to go on to beat the Niners in a Super Bowl rematch. But anyways, that's going to bring us to year number 4. And it seems like my boy OBJ is still hungry for another Super Bowl because he went to the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, as you can see, this offense is absolutely stacked. We might have the best O-line in the league, but Travis Kelce retired, which kind of sucks. And as you can see, I mean, the Chiefs probably also have one of the best defenses in the league right now. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and sim to the playoffs. And honestly, I mean, I'm expecting a lot out of this team just because we have Patrick Mahomes. Like, come on. And I mean, we had the best season you could possibly have. We went 17-0, which is absolutely insane, which is obviously gonna give us almost a #1 seed in the playoffs. But once again, I mean, OBJ was a second string, so he only had 843 yards for 5 touchdowns, which, to be fair, is better than what he did last year. But it looks like we take on the Raiders in the divisional round. I mean, my boy Patty Mahomes should be able to handle this one, no problem. I mean, it was a lot closer than I thought, but we still got the win. So now we play the Titans for a trip to the Super Bowl. I'm hoping for a solid drive to start things off here, because I mean, even though we don't have Travis Kelce, this team is the most stacked that it's ever been for Mahomes. Oh my god. OBJ might get a 1-play touchdown. Never mind, we're probably gonna get caught here. Either way, that's a crazy pickup to start off the game. I mean, I really wasn't expecting that to work, but I'm gonna go on the run of Pacheco because I don't want to risk throwing an interception or anything here. Actually, that might work out for a touchdown, and it's going to. So we're going to take the lead over the Titans first here. I promise you this is not on rookie. I mean, I'm playing on all pro right now, which isn't too difficult either, but Mahomes is making it look way too easy. But again, we're going to go ahead and sim to the end of this game, and hopefully we can go to our 3rd Super Bowl here. As you can see in the 4th quarter, I mean, the Titans are putting up one hell of a fight, but it seems like Patrick Mahomes is going to be too much for them to handle. So, for the 3rd time in this video, our boy OBJ is going to be heading to another Super Bowl. And as you can see, Mahomes won another MVP. I mean, I'm pretty sure he has won MVP every single season so far. But it looks like we got to take on the Falcons in the Super Bowl. I mean, we're 19-0, including playoff games at this point. So if we win this, we're going to end off the season going 20-0 and winning a Super Bowl, which would be awesome. But I mean, obviously, we still got some work to do here. Last time I played the Falcons in the Super Bowl, I think it was at the Ravens, but we ended up losing that game. OBJ is going to be wide open for a massive first down. But anyways, I'm going to switch it up and probably hit Rice here, who's like a 90-something overall, and he has an X factor now. So that guy has clearly progressed. That's going to be another first, and we're going to avoid the tackle for the touchdown. The Chiefs are making this look too easy, man. I mean, this team is absolutely stacked. It's so bad that it's not even funny, but we're gonna sim to the end of this game, and I guess we'll see if we can get our 2nd Super Bowl of the video. But unfortunately, as you can see in the 4th quarter, actually, we got the ball back. The Falcons were about to score, but we're gonna tie it and send it to overtime. Either way, though, I mean, I don't understand why the Falcons are so good in this game, but I guess we're a couple years into the future, so I mean, I guess they have good players now, but we're gonna get a game-winning field goal. So just like that, our boy OBJ is gonna win his 2nd Super Bowl of the video with Mahomes and the Chiefs. I mean, that was well-deserved. This team, as I said, was absolutely stacked. Mahomes has been an absolute threat throughout this whole video. I mean, I think this is like his 5th Super Bowl, and he's won like 6 MVPs altogether. But anyways, to cap off year number 4, our boy OBJ and Mahomes are gonna be hoisting the Super Bowl with the Chiefs. That's gonna bring us to year number 5, which is going to be the final season of this video. And as you can see, to end things off, OBJ went back to the New York Giants. In all honesty, I mean, this team isn't the best, but they're definitely not looking bad on offense. And I mean, same story with the defense. They're not the best in the league, but they're definitely not the worst. But I mean, we've won 2 Super Bowls already. It would definitely be nice to get a 3rd, but for the final time, we're going to go ahead and sim to the playoffs, and I guess we'll see what's up. But unfortunately, as you can see, the Giants went 8-9, which is not going to put them in the playoffs. So that's not the best way to end off this video, but I mean, at the same time, we made it to the Super Bowl 3 times and won it twice, so I'm not even upset. Lamar won MVP this season, which is a change from Mahomes. He came 2nd, though, and it looks like the Packers are going to end up beating the Jags in the Super Bowl this year. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. If you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.